Hi, I'm Jeremiah Walker, and this is my how-to speech on how to change a tire. We're first going to go over the tools that you need, then how to take it off, and then how to put it back.
So, this is all the tools you're going to need. This is a torque wrench. Next one is a breaker bar. This one is a socket. My truck takes a 22 millimeter, but most cars and trucks take a 13/16. Then this is an extender. You won't need it necessarily, but it's just nice to have. That is a ratchet. And then this is a jack. You can use the one that your car comes with, but for convenience, I'm using the one that's in my shop. And then these are the jack stands. So once you jack it up, you're gonna put these underneath it. All right, so first thing you're gonna wanna do is get your jack ready, and then underneath your car or truck, I like to jack up mine one side at a time. So first thing we're gonna do is place the jack right about there, and then we're gonna start jacking it up. So once you get that jacked up to where the tires are off the ground, you're gonna wanna grab your jack stand, place it about right here, and then raise it up until it touches this. So once you have that touching that, you can lower this jack down and then jack up your other side. All right, now that you got both of your jack stands underneath and both tires are off the ground, you can come over and get your other tools ready. The tools that you're gonna need for this step is the breaker bar, your extender, and your socket. Once you got your tools set up here, you can put it on the nut and then turn it counterclockwise. Sometimes it's easier to, before you jack it up, loosen all the bolts on it, but you can also do it this way with it. All right, now that you got your nuts off, we can pull the tire off. All right, now that you have the tire off, the first part of this demonstration is done. All right, now that you got that off, you can grab your spare tire or a new tire that you're putting on. I'm just going to be putting my old tire back on. And you could get it up there and aligned with the holes and then push it on. All right, now that you got your spare tire or new tire put back on, you can put your bolts back on. But when you do it, make sure that this narrow side goes in when you put it on. And you're only going to want to finger tight these on until you get your wrench. All right, now that you got those finger tight and this thing's, it'll wobble a little bit, but we're going to fix that in a second. You're going to need to grab your socket and your extender and put it onto your ratchet. Now that you got this on, you can go ahead and stick it on these and tighten them, but don't tighten them too tight. And you're going to want to tighten them in a star pattern. So say I tighten this one first, go down to this one, and start tightening that one. And that's the same for all of these. Go to their opposites. Okay, now what you're going to want to do is take your adapter and your socket and put it onto the torque wrench. Then look up what your vehicle's foot-pounds are for your lugs, and then you're going to want to drop your vehicle down and then tighten your lug nuts in the same star pattern that we used to just tighten them up. Now, when tightening with a torque wrench, you want to tighten it until you hear a click on the torque wrench. should sound something like that. And then you're going to want to go down to the opposite one and then tighten it till you hear that same little click. And do that with every single one. All right, now that you've done that, what I recommend doing, and you should probably do it anyways, is go out and drive your vehicle about a mile or two, and then come back and re-torque those down in the same pattern that you did. And after that, you're done.
All right, so I just taught you how to change your tire by getting all the tools you need, jacking it up, taking it off, putting the new one on, torquing it down, and what to do afterwards. So be safe when you're doing this, especially I recommend having another person out here to do it. I don't anymore because I've done it multiple times and I know how to be safe with it. But for your first times, or even after 5 times, I still recommend having someone out here to help you with it. So that is my conclusion on how to change a tire. So thank you.